in Townsend, and I stepped into the Junior Warden role last February, and it's been very interesting and exciting. And I'm here today to share with you some plans that are imminent and explain why we are going ahead with this particular project. So the project has to do with the Parish House, which is the inner workings of our church administration, and it's a lovely old historic house. We have had it in our possession for decades and decades. The roof is what we need to deal with right now. It's over 80 years old, and parts of it need to be replaced. Other parts need to be just repaired. So it's kind of a mix of replacement and repair. And it's being done in a historic context, so it will be slate that is continued to be the main roof material that you see on the Parish House. There are various reasons why we are doing this now. It's been needed for quite a while, but we've gotten a lot of serviceable life out of the Band-Aids and the repairs that have just been done piecemeal over the years, but it's definitely time. And we have some photos to show to you of some recent leaks and damage that's been done in plaster in the third floor office space that will explain why we've decided to go forward with this project now. I thought I could start by showing you some photos of the roof inspection that happened in the spring, and subsequent to that or after that, we were able to get a quote for all of the roof work that needs to be done. So we were ready to pull the trigger on doing this work. Unfortunately, there was a company who was able to jump right in. When I started my Junior Warden role, I felt like it was a good idea to get an overview of the campus, and there's no better spot for that than the top of the steeple. So this photo I'm showing you now is actually the Parish House viewed from the steeple, and so you can see the mix of roof lines that are there. There's a semi-flat roof on the top that will be completely replaced. All of the slate areas of the roof and the various valleys with the flashing that is against the chimneys all needs to be replaced too. This is an example of an inline gutter. It's actually the very spot where the third floor leak is so dire at the moment, and why we've decided to go ahead and start this work now. Here's an example of where the roof line meets one of the chimneys, and you can see there have been years and years of caulking added to try and seal those seams, those joints, and it's time to put new flashing in that will do a better job of keeping the water out. There are various places where the slates are broken and would have needed to have been replaced, but in this case, new slate will be placed over the entire roof once they've checked for any kind of underlying issues and put down a new membrane, and then we'll place slate on top. This photo also shows the inline gutters. These are gutters that are built inside the roof, and they also need to be replaced. They've been painted over many years. Unfortunately, at this point, they have a lot of flaking and rusting and really are not serviceable anymore. So they will be replaced with copper gutters that should last many, many decades. Here's another example of a chimney and the caulking and flashing that really needs to be redone. This is an area where slates were replaced and sort of piecemeal repairs have been done over many, many years, and it's time to do a wholesale replacement now. St. James's is a special campus, a special community, and we have very special buildings, and the Parish House is definitely one of those. It's such an old historic building, beautiful on the inside, and we want to make sure that we protect it and it can move forward for the next 100 years.